welcome to my gardens again. So, quick video. I got my Greenstalk tower today. So this is the 7 level tower. I got the additional top cap, so leaves and especially for me, maple ceilings don't fall into this thing. I got the upgraded base, so this is also one. It's a spinner, and it has the casters, so I can move it around on my patio and spin it because sun focus. You don't want one side having more sun than the other, so you spin it and move it around on a regular basis. I'm not going to bore you of going through and building it on video because there's dozens and dozens of videos on how to build this thing. It's not that challenging, but I'll show you basically what I'm going to put in it. So I have Espoma organic potting mix. I basically use all of Espoma's product line. I use their Land and Sea compost when I do my regular garden. So I have a couple bags down there. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's the Land and Sea compost, so it's got lobster and crab meal in it. I add that to every hole that I dig for all the plants. I know some people use the bio starter that Espoma has, but I don't see it necessary of doing both. And I like to add the compost to my soil because it's very clay based. But for this, it's a potting mix. You don't want to use regular soil. You don't want potting soil. You want a potting mix. That's one of the big recommendations because you don't want it to compact, because then you have a drainage problem because all the water flows from the top all the way down. And I'm not adding anything. A lot of people add perlite, vermiculite, worm castings. I do a lot of other planting. None of that really does anything. There's been no proof that there's value, especially in worm castings. But so for the plants, I have 3 different strawberries. So I have the Dippity Doo, which are supposed to be more structurally solid. So that's why they call them that for chocolate dipping. I have the Eversweet, which are supposed to be large berry producers. And then I have Ozarks, the Ozark Beauty. I decided to go with 3 different ones. This is what my local garden center had, and I wanted to try all 3 because this way it's all about experience and experimentation to see which ones I like, which ones I might not like, which ones do better, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna build this out and get these planted, and I'll do another review when I'm done, probably a couple days, give you an idea on how it went and how easy it is to build. I've watched a bunch of people build these. It's not that complicated, and see how well it does. Rolling around on my concrete slab, it should be fine. I've looked at it, the casters, and other people have commented on how well they're designed. I have my helper, my catbird. He lives in the barberry. That's where his nest is. And yeah, I'll get to it and start putting this together. It looks like it's going to rain again here in southern New Jersey. It's been raining on and off for the last week. So it would be nice to have a good sunny day to perk everything back up. And that I'm not tramping in mud, so that's why I figured I'd work on this today. So thanks for watching.